Yo, what's up gamers, KFD0 here with another Transformers video on the Jinbao oversized Generation Toys Devastator, or not Devastator in this case. So to speed things up a little bit, I will do all the remaining 3 Constructicons. So as I said before, this is actually my brother's. I've already got one. I've held on to this for over a month now, and he has said that he will fly kick me in the head if I don't bring it back out to him, because he actually hasn't seen it yet. So I've got to run through this, being a mix of being busy at work, school holidays, and all that sorts of random stuff happening. I haven't been able to get to any of this. So anyway, let's get started. So this is how you saw how they come. Let's just open all of these up. Said they have been packaged pretty well. Keep these and wrap them back up for him. That's him. There he is without his book bit. Now that should just, there's a slot there, this should just go like this and slide in, so it's this way. Right, yep, there you go, it's clicked. And then you just turn that back around. Is that right? Is that so? I don't think I've clicked him in yet. There you go, that's clicked in better. Yep, there you go, that's how it is. And vehicle number 1. Let's make sure this is all put together. So you'll see that there's a tab here that should go down there. That locks that into place. We'll get to all of them shortly. Let's get Bonecrusher out. Just get rid of all the packaging. Now, right, and the arms. Again. It's fist. The paper. There you go. And that's up there. That's their guns. So let's get these into their vehicle mode. So this here is Devastator's right arm. Is that his right fist? It is. There you go, this way. Open that up. Missiles. Put them in. Missiles. Put them in. And then you fold up the fist. Fold the fist in. Like so, and then close it back up, and then there's its power adapter. Let's get this done as well, so you open that up this way, clip the missiles in, another missile, and the thumb in down here, like so, fold that in. Close it back up. So this was the right, it goes into here. So in vehicle mode, you can actually click them in. So let's see if this way. May have to actually unplug that first. So you get this way. Like that. There you go. And you just turn it, and that's that there, and you can put him back like so. Clip the tab. There's a tab here that goes into that slot. So just clip that in, and clip the other one in as well on the other side. There you go. And And there he is. Now, just gonna work out whose gun is whose later on. Same with this one, same thing, pull the legs out. Just slide that in like so, and then turn it. It's the wrong way. This way. Turn it. There you go. And then slide that leg back in. And that should be done. Scrapper's gun. So what you do is you just pop that out. Pop this in like so on the side. Flip this down. No, you need to drop in more things. And that handle slots into that right there, and that just goes like so. There you go. Okay, Bonecrusher. That's Bonecrusher's gun. Do like you flip that handle in, bend that down, and that should just drop in there. So again, just bring them up a little bit, so I can actually put that there. So and you can put that all back in. There we go. And finally, hook's gun. Just do this. Press that in, and that goes inside here. There's a tab in there. Just slots in, and done. So all three vehicles. So let's have a look at Hook first. There's Hook, goes up. Swings around, so it gets stuck on that section down the head, so it makes things like so. Of course, that extends. That must be it because the actual crane arm does bend, so that's up there. Things move, these flip out. That flips down, lock the crane into place, footing materials, so let's grab that there, let's flip that down, there you go, and you can sit him like that. I'll do a side shot later on. Bonecrusher, so it's Bonecrusher, so that does move down. And this does go up, and this body slides up and down, and this lifts up if need be. You want to keep it all hooked in. Now there are some tiny wheels here to help it roll, and of course the back. So you can opt to not have that sort of generator type thing, but it's their way of making it, you know, a non-parts former, so that can be left on. And finally you have Scrapper, so that's come up and down. You can see that the pistons move, this can move this way as well, and so can that there. Now this can move this to there, you can swing it all the way around. Just like Bonecrusher, it has wheels here to help it move. This part is always going to be difficult to try and get the feet out of the way of that when you put the gun in, because this part here, it swivels for the foot, so you can kind of move it back and forth a little bit, but that's at its highest point. As you move it back, you can actually get it a bit flatter. Maybe probably put it forward because that's in the way, but if you remove this, then this can actually swing around and have it flat, and that would definitely get it out of the way. So with the actual generator part on, it's a little bit tight to get it to actually roll. one of the other points here is you'll see that there's some like the nib stress marks where they've just cut it off the mold. That's a bit unsightly there. You can't really see it, so it's not the end of the world. That you see the head right there. Here we are next to MP Tiger's axe. MP44. That's to do it one by one at the moment because it's just too big. Definitely running out of table space. There you go, MP44. Now, size comparison next to the original Generation toys. Okay, so this is now the full set of vehicles, and it does take up a lot of space. So there they are. Try and get down here lower. Get into a better view of them all. As a comparison to the original Generation toys, Master. Okay, next door. So they are. I'm not sure how we're going to do this comparison. Move these guys out a little bit. Just need some so much space. There's MP44 Prime getting surrounded and squashed by the Constructicons. Tiger Tracks. Yep. And just because I recently reviewed him, and I can, here he is next to Sludge. Here they are. Sludge is a big boy, but these guys are a little bit bigger. So it depends on the perspective that you put in. But I don't know how I'm ever going to make this fit. It just isn't going to really work. I don't know what you do. Just not enough space for these guys. Okay, so on to the transformation. Okay, so this here, I believe you just got to move this out of the way. Unlock this tab in here. Come down to the bottom. I think you just lift this up here. This locks the legs in. I think if you lift that up, has a waist to move a little bit. And then you get the legs, the feet. Tab on the side. There's a tab there. That swings out of the way. So here, so you got to push this down to unpick it from the tab, up, out of the way, and then you should be able to just open up the legs like that. Oops, before I do that, alright, that's a little loose. You need to pop these off, that off, move that out of the way. Then you can then rotate these around. Rotate these around. Okay. So this here swings out, and just going to roll that in. So it's got his feet like so. That's his feet there. That there just folds up here. So you just fold that up to its leg. So it becomes like a side thing there. Okay, now a little bit, try and ratchet. This part here swings down, covers up that gap. This part here swings down, covers up that gap. This part here can rotate around. Now open this up. Just that opens up like so. That's gun. And you can now proceed to flip this all the way in. You can now proceed to fold these down. Now these do go in a specific order, otherwise it sticks up too much and that's not going to come down. So you put that in, that goes in, this folds in, and that opens a little more, and that collapses down. And that flattens that part there a bit. And we get up to the part here. Turn these around. Up here, there it is tabbed in. You see there's some tabs in here. The other side, just lift that up, and that whole section now swings like so. Just leave that there for now. The arms, untab them, untab, and this joint comes like that, and then it swings down. Same as this here, does that. It swings down like so. That tab comes out. Pull that out. Now his hand. Oops. So close that back up. Same with this one. Pull out. Flip. Close. And that's that. They're done for now. So obviously put this up. And this here goes in like so. A little bit. And that folds in a bit, and that just goes in like so. There we go. This part here opens up. Oops. You know what? It's like that. That's how it is. What about that? That's how it's done. So we'll choose for that. So that swings down. So it's actually the arm. So with this here, you pop this off, swing this whole section up, and you'll see that point there clicks into that. It's clipped in, and this then swings back around, and you can then lift him up. And that part there bends down, which shortens the overall hook. Let's lift that up first. Okay, so that whole thing comes up. And there you go. And the gun just pops out like so. Handle comes down and hold on to it. So that's up there. A little bit. So the head, some light piping, ball joint, arms can move. This joint here is a bit loose. Not too bad, but I think you can probably just tighten that a little bit and you'll be fine. That obviously can go up, part of the transformation as well. It goes up all the way up to here. You can rotate all the way around. Bends past 90. These can move, rotate whichever way. The hips a little bit, but it is blocked. It is blocked by the Devastator head here. The legs can move past 90 is part of the transformation gimmick. Move back down, you do need to move that away of course, and you can. It's a very tight ratchet joint, so I don't want to be doing that too much. Rotate. Next we have Scavenger. You can leave this on for the whole transformation gimmick, so this whole section slides out and that gives you room to transform it all. So first off you pop these off. You see that tab there, you pop these off, swing these around, get that out of the way. Pop these off that peg in there, just pop, see that, just pop those pegs off. There you go. Take out the gun. So I would probably, so once that happens, this whole thing can rotate down. Just rotate that down. In there. Now the legs, so turn around, and that goes in, turns around, and that goes in, and they can fit together. Now on my one, this was extremely tight to move, and it barely went in. It took a lot of effort to get that in, so I'm glad they fixed that, although it does feel like the other parts are a little bit looser now because of it. Now let's see how we're going to do this part here. So these parts here flip down from memory, that flips down, that flips this way, so they flip out, that flips out, so that comes up, that comes up. Now which way is it? So that goes all the way back, I should say. That turns around. Oops, forgot here, the feet. So that pops out. And there's this little hook in there. And that turns around. You'll see that there's a little spot there that plugs into. So that plugs into that point over there. You just clip it in. Clip that in. So bring these down now, bring these down now. This part here, you swing that out of the way. Again, get this, swing that out of the way. And just going to rotate this down until the feet go down to the bottom. So you rotate that around, and that's done. Or you can put these to the side, it's up to you. Side if you want. I'm sure whichever way looks better for you. Now, arms. Now the arms, you've got to swing the arms up first because this whole thing needs to rotate around. There we go, like so. Arms come down. This flips out. Folds down. Folds it out like that. So this arm, do that, flip this out, flip this down, flip this back around and close it. Okay, so this here goes like that. That folds down, that's how it's done, and that clips in. Course, my own way of getting this out. That opens up, that swings around, that closes, do that again. This done, this side, open, that fist, close, rotate, clip that in like so. Okay, that opens down, head comes up. This swings back in and clips back into there like so, and there you have Scavenger. So obviously he's got a hole, you put that back in. Now again, you can actually putting these up here. And actually do something like this if you wanted to. Open all of that up and have it as a little jetpack thing. Bring this back around like so. If you wanted to. I'm sure you can see that. could do that. And hold on a bit of the kibble. That's up to you. That's what you want to do. But yeah, that's very nice. Now finally, we've got Bonecrusher here. So again, pull that out just to get out of the way. Of course, usual story, you can actually detach the whole thing, but doing it this way is the non-parts forming mode. So let's start by removing this first. Get that out. This side again. Pop that. Get that out of the way. You can just lift this whole thing up and out. Now we do what we did before, just pop these legs out. The legs are very much the same way, transformation wise. As a matter of fact, it's very similar to transformation gimmick. Can't be helped because it's the track, so pull that, pop that out. Again, pop this halfway, swing the legs down, swing the legs down, and you should be able to clip them in. Like I said, my version was impossible to get the clip in because it just was so tight in regards to that hip joint. Finally. So again, pop that up, pop that up. That way so we can swing that around, pop that down, swing this around. So again, rotate, rotate. Out of the way. Here, pop the leg out like we did before. This thing here, clip it in. So, pop this out, pop this out, put that in like we did before. Now we can sort of bring that back up. Oops, bring that up. And note when you actually push this down, right, this was in, and as you push this, that automatically come out, which I think is pretty cool. So again, move that down, move this down, and his leg is now, oops, there he goes. His leg is now done. Now that had come down, so all we do is now just lock that in as we did before. Now you need to open up this, so there is a clip in there. See that there's two dots. You do need to lift this up first, so you can unlock that. And up here as well, you need to unhinge that off, so that you can split the arm up. And you can then go and rotate him around 180 degrees. And before we do any of that, move this out of the way. So you're going to bend that out like so, put that in, so lift that up, arms come out, that clips back in like so, just fold all that stuff up here, so just get it in there. Now this here, it's up to you how you want to deal with all of that, so I'll get to that later. But again, let's just move this out, pop that there. That whole thing comes out like so, turn it around. Arms, done. Now, do all of this later. So you just put the head up, flip that there. Not sure this can actually go inside. No. Just flip that there. That's all done. So again, you can open this up and do this. And there's those thrusters and whatnot in the back. And now for the arms. So leaving into the lift. Scuff marks there. Just that. Lift it up. Fold that in. Like so. Here again, so have to pull that out, swing this up. Try not to bend it from here because you might snap that. Just grab this and turn that around. So this part here folds up, goes down like so, and then collapse that, fold that back in. There he is. Okay, so yes, it's got a big backpack, but again, if you want to just remove this whole section, you can. You don't have to have that there. So you can actually remove all of that, and his back becomes quite clean and simple. Yeah, it's what you want to do. You can, you can't. It's up to you. Scavenger's a little bit of a different story because he's going to have that hook. No matter what you do, he's going to have that big hook there. So, yep. And there they all are. Just hopefully it's so back heavy with that thing on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it off. It's just too heavy. Just gonna pop it off. Pop it off, pop it off. And yeah, there's just not much you're gonna do with that, so you know, that's what it is. Go now, you can actually stand. Okay, and these guys have to lie here. It's done. Just do that. Yep. What? Oops, wrong way. This way. Here they are. The three of them together. So, hook. And here they all are. Very difficult to get them all into a single shot because they are quite large. So there's hook, scrapper, scavenger, long haul, mixmaster, and Bonecrusher. Get it tucked down there. A little bit difficult for sort of doing comparisons because they're just so big. First off, let's put sludge right here. That's siege sludge. As you can see, if you know how big siege sludge is, he stands about the same height as these guys, so very big. MP Wheeljack. So definitely bigger than MP scale as bots. MP44 Prime, Siege, Jetfire, Prime here. see, Siege Fire still stands quite tall. Now into the combine mode. Okay, something that I almost forgot about, Devastator's gun. And this here actually converts into a form of a turret. So what you do is fold this down, fold that down, pop this up, swing these handles out. Now you pop this out here, that out, slide that up, swing that around, and that tab just goes in like so. Same here, do that, that slides up, spin it around, slide that tab in, so now it's up to you how you want to sort of position this. You can do whatever you want with it really, put that down, up, whatever, and then you sort of spin this around, pull that out. So you grab the bit from long haul, so we had that stored as on the back, so it was kind of like this on the back of long haul, that sort of plugged in, or it was kind of like this depending on how you did it. Could have been like that depending how you wanted to put it on the back, but either way you convert it back into sort of like the Devastator mode, I'm gonna call it that, and you'll see that there is a tab right there that this then fits into. That's there, goes in like so, this bends down, that knob goes into that there, and there you have the gun turret mode. So if you do this, turret mode, so that can spin around. Yeah, cool thing you can do. Combine mode, let's get this here started first, get these out of the way. So the first thing you need to do is to pop these off. So you go there, pop this one here off, like that, pop this part here off as well, just lift that up, swing that out, and just rotate this whole thing around. So lift that up, swing it around 180 degrees until it's like so. Now what you do is you then open this, open the other side, flip this up so you can see it better, and turn. That needs to be turned around. This can turn around a little bit more as well, so turn it around. This whole thing flattens. This whole thing flattens down. As you can see, his head there just goes down. These open up. That swings around. Push that back down. Close that up. And there is his noggin. So what you now do is you basically grab the two halves and you just open it up. So lift this part here up. That's another little flexible bit of plastic. So and then when you put them together, that tab goes straight into there. And this part here then clips into this part up here. Push that in, close that back up, and there you have, and that post there sits inside here. And that holds that whole piece flat. There's nothing here, that just sort of dangles a little bit, nothing you can do. But before I do that, actually, there is one thing I do need to do, and that is to get those ratcheting joints out, which are an absolute pain. So let's get a little spudger. Just to get it started, and then yes, then you can rotate that out. So let's try that again. And plug all that back in. Plug all that back in. And go like this here. Rotate that back around, and that clips into there. You see that? It just clips in, and that spins that way. And this here can then bend right down, but we'll leave that up here for now because that gets into like a combine mode. And there he is. There's a section. Leave him there. Now, next part. Bonecrusher. So this is probably the easiest of the lot outside of getting this out. So that's fairly simple to get out. This one, just do that. Slide that out. Open that up. This comes out. Close this back. And just make the hands look a little bit prettier. Open up the fingers a little bit. There he is. And there you go. So turn that around there because that's how it bends this way, and then rotate his wrist around. And that's the arm there. Done. One arm. And Scavenger. So Scavenger's just a little bit different, where you need to open up this first, swing that around, untab, try and lift them up a little bit, get them out of the way. This comes down, this puppy comes down a little bit more, so then you can swing this whole thing around. Just got to pull that down a little bit. That's a bit flexible, you do need to move that out because it does get caught. That way, swing that around 180 degrees. Now that's swung around 180. You can then put the arms back down, and again, tab in there. You can see, same thing here. Bring that back down. There's a tab there that goes in there, like so. Now, bring this back around, back in, rotate this out of the way, again, pull this out, rotate them around, fist out, close that back up. Fingers a bit better. Just wrong way. This way. A little prettier. Rotate that, rotate the wrist, and there you have it, outside of this here. Go. Back in place. And you can then just fold that down and do something like that, and that gets it all nice and neat. So there's the arms and him. That's how he's looking so far. Let's bring all the other pieces in. So we've then had long haul. And two. legs. Okay, I've had to take the camera off the mount because it's just too big. I can't zoom out enough to film it. So this is him, the Jinbao code Devastator, all complete, standing next to an assortment of Transformers. So that's size compared to MP44, Slag, MP Wheeljack, and Siege Tiger Tracks. Now, if you want to get looking into it, but let's just move all these things out of the way. See a little bit better. So here he is, looking pretty cool. One more comparison. Okay, here he is next to my version of the Jinbao with the leg extension pieces. So you'll see that it's these pieces here that the kit comes with as well. So you can definitely add them to the knees. It also makes it a bit more stable. So at the moment this has a tendency to rock a little bit with that knee joint. Once you actually put the leg extension pieces on, they actually make him a little bit more stable, and he makes him a lot taller to boot. So I'm going to put the MP44 back in between them and you'll very clearly see the size again. Okay, here they are with MP44 and Siege Jetfire for comparisons. Okay, so articulation wise, head's on a ball joint. Arms can rotate full 360 degrees. That can come up to that there, back down. That's the shoulder. Both shoulders are going to be the same. Oops. Hold on. Camera down. That can rotate full 360. That gets to about there, and then things start getting in the way. That can rotate around the hand. Hand can rotate around 360. It's even got a missile launcher in there. Same as the other side. Waist can spin. Does run into the wheels though, so there is a limited articulation in the waist. The legs can go backwards, forwards, all that stuff. It can rotate, twist a bit as well. And the knees can of course bend. They're very stiff joints as it needs to be, otherwise this is going to be a floppy mess. As you can see, once I've got the leg extensions on, he's standing up so much better. So final thoughts, he is unreal. Posability wise he's good, he's got good stability once you get the leg extension pieces on, and to me this is like a very G1-ish. It's not very toon accurate, it's definitely a lot bulkier than that, but I definitely prefer this look over the normal, the more toon accurate one. He looks a bit thin, the toon accurate, but this looks really good. So anyway, that's it for the whole Devastator combined. Time to wrap this up and yeah, hand it back off to my brother who's been dying to get his hands on this. Hopefully he's going to be just as impressed as I was when I first saw the size and scale of this monstrosity. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye.